Hey folks, welcome to another episode of It's 10:30 at Night. What the hell are we doing at Minnesota Implement on a Saturday? Oh yeah, we're loading up for a Sunday delivery. We've got another one of these back drag boxes for moving snow. They also work wonderful for mucking out turkey barns, hog pens, anything like that. This was originally developed for pulling snow up a hill. So if you've ever run into an instance where pushing snow was not a good option because of traction, especially on these utility tractors, they tend to slide sideways on you. Pulling up a hill is often a better option. And some of your tractors obviously won't have auxiliary hydraulics or anything like that, and in that case, pulling a unit that you can manually turn and pin is a better option for you. But like I say, these also work amazing for mucking out barns. You can use this for moving gravel or leveling a driveway. It's just as durable, if not 20 times more durable than most of the back drag boxes that are out there for tractors. But then we've got the hydraulic steering on this, and we've got these hingeable, pinnable, steerable sidewalls as well, which was developed mainly for pulling snow. But once again, if you're mucking out your barn, you don't want that spillage off the side of your back blade. This will keep the spillage from occurring, and you can still steer the plow behind you while the walls don't end up sticking out the sides. So I'll fire up the tractor here and show you some of the features by moving the walls. We have a storage kickstand under here. I don't think I'm going to mess with that for the video, but this does have a self-supporting storage kickstand in it for taking it on and off of the tractor. This is set up for the fast hitch or for a pinned 3-point, and there are 3 sets of holes, both top and bottom, so you can get your leverage point correct for getting the proper lift, or a level lift or a tipped lift. So we make sure that we accommodate as many different machines and as many different accommodations as you can. And as I said, this is what we consider our standard duty unit, and it weighs in at 740 pounds. And so it is lighter than most other companies' product, but it is twice as strong, because we just use a lot of geometry and a lot of very high level fabrication skills to build a 20-year product, is what we always try for. So we figured this would be a 20-year product for most hobby farms, for most homeowners, for most general users, or at least a 10-year product for industry. So if you're mucking out turkey barns all day, every day, and this thing sees between 6 and 8 hours of use a day, we still expect us to see between 7 and 10 years of life. And that's what we always do with our product. We target for a long-term product. And I don't want to take your money by replacing a product. I want to take your money by selling you 20 different pieces of equipment because you're loyal to us, because the product is high quality. So I'll go ahead and lift this. I'll turn it back and forth so you can see its movement. Then I'll put the arms in. So I'll start the machine and I'll stop the machine a few times. So I may be hard to hear now and again as we go through this. This plow turns to the same 30 degrees both directions that any common back blade does, or that any common snow plow does. So you can get the full rotation and your spill. And with our design, you could flip one wall out to run down, let's say, your curb or along the side of your building, and leave the other side open, so you can get a very clean cut of snow roll moving away from the building. And that all has to do with these end walls and these arms that are stored up here. So as you can see right now, we've got one wall out, so if we were going to run down a brick wall on that side and wanted to move the snow out here and let it create a harrow row on this side, that would make a very clean cut on that side without leaving any snow next to the wall. Or we flip the second one out, and now we have load carrying capacity. And so now our second wall is set, and you'll notice we are a bit further back than most back blades. A lot of your cheaper back blades are only about 3 feet behind you, and some of the more expensive ones are in the 4-foot range. We're at 5 foot, and that's deliberate on this design for 2 reasons. First of all, as the unit turns, the sidewalls start moving towards your machine, and if you had big swamp tires, that clearance could be a problem. And second of all, this is all load carrying capacity. So you can carry about 3 yards of snow between your tires and this unit, get a huge pile in here, and until you run out of traction, you've got a lot of load you can carry with this. And now watch the unique feature about these being set up with a steerable arm. These walls stay parallel to the machine, or at least really, really close to it. If these walls were attached to the blade like they normally are on a box blade, this wall would be sticking out here, which means you're sticking out wider than your path, a little over a foot, almost 15 inches. But instead, these steerable arms keep it inside of its width. So the actual wall of this, or this corner of this wall, is only 2 inches outside of that cutting edge. And same on the other side, its exaggerated movement coming in is only about 2 inches. So normally you would have a sweep of this wall would be almost next to our frame here, and that wall would be sticking way out, which ultimately would mean most of your snow load that's coming behind your tire would be pushing to the outside of the box, and this one would be grabbing a lot of stuff that you don't want, including trees, fence posts, fence lines, children, dogs, whatever happens to be out there. By keeping it into the path of the machine with these steerable arms, you're not outside of your peripheral view. You're actually keeping your load directly behind you. So it's a lot easier to control. And in the case of a hog pen or a gated horse area, you can get through a narrow doorway. It stays inside of its 8-foot width, which is the width of this plow. Whereas if that end was to stick out 15 or 18 inches, you actually just gained a foot over your width. An 8-foot plow would end up being 9 foot wide. Well, you're going to have a heck of a time getting through an 8-foot doorway or an 8-foot gate with that. So that's the purpose of this. It stays in its own footprint and gathers, and it won't spill when you have to turn the blade to move snow or such. It is designed for creating trails or for pulling snow up hills. In this case, it is the Wing, North Dakota Snow Sled Park. So we had built a 10-foot unit for the gentleman, and that 10-foot unit was a little bit big for his Toolcatt. So we made him a bit smaller and lighter unit, and we're trading for that 10-footer back, and we'll be putting that one back up for sale. But he gave us a very unique opportunity to create a very unique piece of equipment here, and Bob Hansen up there is just a great guy at the Wing, North Dakota Snow Sled Park. And so make sure to check us out at minnesotaimplement.com. Thank you for watching our new unique product that we developed here for utility tractors and tool cats and such. And please check out our other videos on YouTube. And make sure to like and share and let your friends know if they need attachments. We're here for them, and we love building custom equipment. Thanks for watching.